What do you think the meaning of life is?
To live and to live in a mystery and to find purpose and to live in the now. Magic. Now.
What's your most adventurous memory?
This! I remember this! This is an adventure! This is the memory!
What advice do you have for younger generations?
Younger generations? Live in the moment. Don't get old. Don't judge people because you can't be free if you judge people. Love now. Create.
Man, just imagine sitting out here like, what? Like, what? But we seem ungrateful at times. I think we make ourselves feel ungrateful for letting go. Like, even though I've put all this work into this and I've just been renting it just now that it's 2 years, enjoyed it for a while, but most of the time it's just doing it. This reality will always, I've always had this feeling that it was pulling me in more into an endless genealogy that I know, or a bad situation that I know I would have to leave one day, that I know is, like, all this beauty is making me more attached to this realm, it feels like. So you have to be ready to let it go. I may go ahead and make the unselfish move and save for a year and buy land after that year with family. But who knows how it's gonna work? Like, I'm still not sure. If I said it was all gonna work and that I wouldn't just be working for no reason for another year, then I would be lying. And that's the thing about a lot of people now, is we lie. We lie to ourselves, we lie to the people that we communicate with, we lie to the people that we are teaching. And so you must understand that consciousness cannot escape itself, so it will always try to hide itself within itself with a veil or some sort that makes it more real. The veil being a lie, always. The lie will make you feel more attached to this realm, and it makes it more real. So we are having many instructors, many teachers online, many people in the world who are just hypocrites. I want you guys to notice people that you are learning from, because it's very hard to be truthful with yourself. And a lot of people that are even making money sitting in front of the camera and telling you their truth or truth. And a lot of it's contradictory. And I feel that people are tired of truth that includes a lie, truth that includes a veil, truth that contradicts itself heavily. And I've been victim too. I learned from people as well. And we don't want to admit that. Something about us does not, once you get into a place of teaching and in a place of position that you are giving people information, you don't want to admit that you're even learning from other people, and that's scary. That should worry you. They want to make the information seem like it's all their knowledge, like they're the reason. Like, that should make you suspicious. If they're telling you that you shouldn't be working, they're taking your soul energy, and it's important for us to be real and talk about that, because that 9 to 5. Some entities within our conscious that may be a part of our conscious have achieved multidimensional slavery. So yeah, it's true. Nobody should want to go to work. Nobody does. Never. It's just not. It just takes the creative spark out of us. And we know that the nature of consciousness, the nature of the mind, is to create. And we'll go into what it's creating, maybe in another video, what it's creating exactly. But people don't understand, or seem to not understand, that there is a verse of life that is super practical. This is why I'm a rational thinker. It's because if you're able to react in chaos, which that's what this world is, in a rational manner, then you can survive. When things are falling apart, when you still have to do things that you don't want to do, you can still think rationally. I would like to believe. They will say, you're a timeless being, you're one with the cosmos, and then you feel empty and you feel kind of lied to, because now you have to go to work. Now you feel powerless. And it's not easy. It's not easy to view these people who seem that like they are in a higher state than you. They seem like they're above you. Seems like they know more than you. But what if they're just afraid? What if they are just afraid to tell you that they still have to make money? To tell you that they've freed themselves in ways, but they still have to be attached to this plane? It's almost like they want to hide it. And I feel like we need people with rational minds, intelligent minds that are being real. And that's what to be conscious is to be real, and it's not to lie. They don't want to come off as pessimistic while they're teaching their practices, while they're teaching you meditation, while they're teaching you to connect with Mother Earth. The truth is that they're struggling too. They have not actually attained anything that you haven't attained. And the truth is that anyone can teach anybody. Like, it doesn't matter if you have money or any type of status or anything. Like, I can teach you from this camera here. But the level of authenticity that we've been giving, it's almost like they're parading around in spirituality and in wisdom and in philosophy and knowledge, just parading around, just keeping people strung right along. But real truth encompasses solutions, and real truth encompasses everything that you will see. So you could see that consciousness cannot escape itself. You'll see that it is trapped inside of the now, trapped inside of the moment, trapped inside of itself, because it is time and space. So even though we could be trapped inside of a realm, an inescapable moment in space, your mind tries to make you think that you can get out of it. Is it possible for there to be other entities trapped or just inside of this realm with us that don't have souls? Is it possible that these people are hypocrites? My whole time I've seen a lot of people online, and I'm probably seen one guy who's revealed his money situation while he's revealing truth. And it's special. It really, really like rings a bell in my soul when you see realness, when I see real consciousness. Because watching just videos on spirituality and certain knowledge and how we're being attacked and tricked it's interesting, and it's freeing. All truth is freeing. But then you have to get up and go to work the next day. Then you have to go around lower vibrational entities all day who are feeding on your energy. So you get confused. So the most practical answer that they should be giving you is not to stop playing the game. They often don't tell you not to stop playing the game. You make awakening seem like an escape or an exit, but it's just another level of consciousness, and you've actually gone nowhere. Deeper minds will have deeper questions, yeah? More rational thinkers will want more rational answers in life. Many of these people are still figuring it out themselves, and I think it's important for us to know that, because we feel alone. Gaining a new introspective on being alone itself it will take you far in life. Being rational about your loneliness will take you far in your life. I always say that I owe my life to my alone time. It's something that without my alone time that has been given to me and allowed me to develop a space where I'm okay. So we already feel alone. Now we have to just be aware why we feel the way we feel, and don't let these other people who are teaching you and giving you knowledge necessarily make your decisions for you. You have to take it with a grain of salt You can't let it completely ruin your day. The veil has to be lifted. We have to start noticing pain. Why are we here in this realm? Is it for a good reason? Admitting that we don't know things. Admitting that we're still tied to a matrix that is demanding our energy. Admitting that the best solution is to optimize your energy in the game that's being played. Because that's all you can do. Say, oh, if we all stand up right now and it'll change. But I do think there will be solutions, but I haven't seen any. So as far as telling the people to jump off of a cliff and giving big old advice, that has to stop. It just makes me a little angry to watch an entire video of truth, and the person is really giving truth, but you know they're holding something back. It's like, you're gonna tell me all this about spirituality and awakening, but you're not telling me how we should be doing this in life, like how we should feel about still going to work. You should feel like someone who just quit smoking. That means you're becoming more effective in your energy. People are still just there, wasting life force energy, just going around paying bills, and you'll have to be there around that and in that. And I think we fail to reach the level of practicality that allows our mind to endure those real questions. And I've always thought about life this way. I've always known that a question may be the most powerful thing you have. What seems off in this room? Is it just the fact that we're being given commands by our conscious mind and seem like a slave to it? Or is it just the fact that we live inside of a realm with entities who know what it's about and try to feed off of our energy? Is even the battle of energy itself an illusion? Could it be? Is it possible? Is life still good after I find this out? Can consciousness escape itself? The problem with the world too is we would rather ignore the trauma at hand. People would really, really rather ignore what's going on without even thinking twice about it. Why? Because it's a lie, it's a veil. Now, I did LSD, the veil was blown off. I've seen demons, the very dark corners of the earth, and I've seen it in real life too, not on LSD. So, do I think that the veil should always be blown off, that we should at least have a chance to experience what is really actually not a fun experience? They lied to you when you're young about how life's gonna be. Now that you're getting more and more truth, you could just turn on the camera and get everything that I learned in a year. And still feel like you're being lied to in a way. And it's called a lie by omission. It's like these people get on with spiritual, parading around in their spirituality, acting so strong, but they don't want to be portrayed as weak. They don't want to know that there's things they don't still know. You parade around in spirituality, but something's not right. How is there a message of awakening without you talking about how we should? You tell us how to live our entire life, like let go, like just be one with this and that. But you're not explaining practicality about life, and this brings more trauma, more lies that we have to endure, that we have to face. So do I think that the veil should always be lifted, that we should always be seeing this thing as it is? My answer is yes and no. Because this is why people smoke weed and drink. It's because it's almost like being sober is just blowing the veil off, like lifting it. Like you can feel everything, bro. It's painful. And that's just my honest opinion. Just through quitting, you'll genuinely quit, and you'll beat yourself up for even thinking about smoking or something. But having the veil off is painful. And I think at this point in my life, better than lying more and giving myself more lies, that there may be a chance for healing without being a hypocrite. There may be a chance for me to be a powerful teacher and give wisdom without me being a hypocrite, without me telling you guys not to work and then going to work. Rather than being real and say, I may have to submit to this entity in this realm again, against my will, is painful. And you want to blame yourself, but don't do it, trust me. Because pain is the thing that the conscious mind, it's actually pain and reward. It uses it to construct visualizations to keep you attached to this reality and suffer more. It's like if you suffer more, then yeah, you'll keep doing it. You'll keep working harder. You'll keep doing it. If even very beautiful things that come to your mind can actually punish you. Be like up at 6:30, like doing all this shit just because your mind is telling you, like, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. But what if you didn't listen sometimes? Is this right? Are we in a form of slavery? And we don't know. If we're truthful with ourselves, we don't know what's real sometimes. If we're truthful with ourselves, it's a game of hide and seek. It's a game of feeling and emotion that are constructed in our being, that are keeping us going somehow, and no one knows what it is. Yet we all masquerade and take positions as if we really know. It's called a lie by omission. And they'll keep doing it because they don't have it figured out either. And that's the truth. They'll tell you just to detach from everything. And then fail to tell you that there is a form of active non-detachment, that you should actually still be playing the game, that you actually shouldn't just drop all your responsibilities. Now that you have a better understanding, you can be more effective in your walk, in your ways. But the ego has gone up another level in a lot of speakers, even people I admire. I'll admit, bro, he's conscious, he's got some knowledge, but once you awaken, once you really have to deal with life, you'll say there's a lot that they're not saying, there's a lot that they're not submitting to because they wish to hold a position of they're more than you were. And it hurts, it sucks, even knowing that you've You're seeing everything that's wrong, yet you still have to give your power to something. You know what I want to... I actually want to live life for once just without, like, unmolested, like, without anything being taken from me that I don't want to be taken, like, without anything being taken from me by force, without my energy being taken from me by force. But we live in a dog-eat-dog world, it seems, and we don't know where we're at. You know, I've been speaking about my LSD trip in my past videos, and there was someone jumped off of a building, cops, ambulance rides, hospital. You're gonna have a bad trip in there. If you're going through all that while you're on LSD, the person survived, which is, I'm so grateful, because we have enough trauma to deal with. But I was in the hospital and I was tripping, and the doctors were trying to handle me or do what they needed to do to help me while I was tripping. And I had my mom on the phone, and I said, "Mom," I said, "where am I?" I said, where am I? Like, I felt like I was going through all these worlds, all these dimensions, and it was all situational. It wasn't just like a place, it was just like a situation that consciousness had to get out of. This is why I don't think that we're actually in a physical place at all. But I said, "Where are we?" And she said to me, she said, "Son, I don't know." Now, that kind of fucked me up for a second, because I'm like, yeah, but you had this kid, like, in this reality, in this realm, and you don't even know, like, where we're really at, like, what it's about. You haven't asked the questions in life, like, and you're having children and you still don't have that answer. Like, if your kid was to tell you that, where the fuck are we, like, you wouldn't be able to give them an answer. And that should make you suspicious about this realm. But later, after digesting it, I said, that's actually the best answer. That's actually the most honest answer. At least she didn't try to lie and, like, give me some shit. Like, my reaction was like, really? Like, you don't know where we are? Like, there's just no answer? Like, she's like, "I don't know, son." She said it sincerely, too. She's like, "I don't know, son." But it still sends chills up my spine, because it's the most honest response, because we don't know where we are exactly. And this is what people are ignoring in life. They will blatantly ignore it. They will blatantly throw up a swift veil because of the pain. They will continuously bow to a system who is threatening pain. And then there's the panopticon theory, where you're threatening pain inside of yourself via visualizations. No one has to domesticate or slave you. You've done it yourself. So these are the questions we should be asking ourselves, and just being honest is the way you can grow. Don't let anybody hide like they're not getting help or information from anybody, because it's not true. Don't put them on a pedestal in your mind just because they are teaching you something. Like I said, anybody can teach you something. Continue to love yourself and be curious about the world. It's much better to be conscious than unconscious. Keep your trust in your own conscious. Keep your trust in listening to the right person and listening to the right people. Notice these traits about them, because it's causing you more trauma to be lied to. I love you. Who can stop the sun? Yeah, I wanted to show you guys the yard. Bamboo tree. Bananas. That's the shack I built for when it rains. palm tree that I planted. It's just beautiful. Coming down to Florida and being able to use my creativity. We got bananas. Pineapple. There. Just roses, you know? Bananas everywhere. Bananas everywhere. Anytime you see that red flower, that means that you'll have some banana. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I can't explain how grateful I am. Come around this way. It's like you have paintings. Did some parrots here. Blueberry bush. More tall roses. This bush here, I love this bush. Giving out that good perp vibes, you know? Let me take you to my painting. Yeah, I just did it on some wood. I had a grapevine there, but as you can see, it's just dead. It's supposed to be crawling up. Some good paintings. Sonic the Hedgehog is charged up. Papaya tree, fallen dragon fruit. Elderberry tree. Right there. And basketball hoop. Yeah, guys, it's beautiful. So thinking about leaving it. This is probably one of my favorite places here. It's the hammock, and I just designed it with like sand under there, like a beach. It was much nicer, but I haven't cleaned it in a while. And built a shack. You know, there's a little pond under the hammock. Dolphin designs. It's crazy beautiful here. So the beauty is like never ending, just in one place. I'm so proud of this. Even if I might have to leave it and start over, it lets me know what I can do. More pineapples. Oh, these papayas. We gotta get on these very first papayas that I've ever grown or touched, and they're just beautiful. We drink tea from the leaves of the bamboo tree. Say you would just dry these off and dry it off and crumple it up and make your tea. Yeah, so there will be things in this realm that are trying to keep you almost locked in to the same spot. Rent's not high or anything. It's actually doable. Pineapple.